Ben Street came to an end when the Denver took the L. See, all the new fans started to panic. But DWA, they know we gon' bounce right back. I rep them Dolphins for my whole life. I rep them Dolphins for my whole life. Vince up. Vince up. Aqua orange rapping cause that's all we know. Down for light, that's why we throwing up the fold. Vince up. Check. Don't leave me first L in a month. It's not the L that we want. Went to Denver, got pinched. Even Tua got benched. Fitz gave a little hope. The cornerback said no. Streak ended, it's a shame. Oh well, move on to the next game. Now we going to MetLife. Time to beat the Jets twice. Gates said it ain't fair. Oh well, it's just life. Last game they ain't scored. We're trying to do it once more. Shut down their offense. But much love to Frank Gore. Say the joke sandwich fly. Man, my squad still hot. Tua still gon' pop. Fitz in the blind spot. The O-line gon' block. That defense gon' eat. Whole team gon' compete. Let's start up a new street. I rep them Dolphins for my whole life. I rep them Dolphins for my whole life. Vince up. Vince up. Aqua orange rapping cause that's all we know. Down for light, that's why we throwing up the fold. Vince up. Check. Ooh, don't leave me so low. Hey, man, hit that notification bell, man. Stop playing. Subscribe to the channel, man. Tell a fin.
What's going on, everybody? How are you? This is your boy, Stephen D., and I am your host of the Miami Sports Music Facebook and YouTube Live pregame show. I'm really excited to be here today. We got a great show lined up for you today. We got a lot of amazing special guests. We will have Sinbad from Sinbad Sports on. We're going to have the Honorable Solo D, and we're going to have a few super fans along the way. We got Finn Sticky that's going to be on. We're going to have, hopefully, Matt from Ohio come on. We're going to have a whole bunch of people come on today. And at the end of the day, we're going to have the Honorable Solo D come on with me for the last 20 minutes of the show. And you guys can get on with him, ask him any questions you want. We're going to have a good time today. Look, at the bottom of the screen here, you can see if you want to be a guest on the show today, there's a link. And also at the top of the comments section on your YouTube as well as your Facebook page, you'll see the link to go for the game to be a guest on the game on the show today. Sorry, getting a little tongue tied here, but I am really excited. We got a great game, obviously today against the Jets. Suck. The New York Jets, and with Tua Tagovailoa on the DL, we got Magic Fitzpatrick in today, and so we're going to see what's going to happen up at MetLife. I would love to hear from people that are part of Dolphins NYC. The Dolphins NYC, the MetLife takeover is going to be virtual this week. So shout out to Igor and Michelle from Dolphins NYC and anybody else who's out there on the Dolphins NYC. It's definitely going to be a pretty cool and awesome experience, a unique experience that, hey, we're used to having 3,000 people up at the top few sections of MetLife, and it's usually a really, really good time. So, again, I'm your host, Stephen D. This is the Miami Sports Music Live pregame show. We have a lot of other different things going on today. So today, the person that predicts the correct score of the Jets-Dolphins game will win a DWA hoodie, courtesy of the Honorable Solo D and Miami Sports Music. So you have to put your prediction on the YouTube comment page. So what Solo wants and what we want here at Miami Sports Music is for everybody to go over to the YouTube page, start watching there. And what you'll be able to do there is hit the like, share, and subscribe button. And if you could do that and also put your prediction at this in the comments section, we'll definitely take care of you there. And whoever has the closest prediction, we'll get a DWA hoodie courtesy of Miami Sports Music and the Honorable Solo D. So again, if you want to be on the show today, I'd love to have you on. The link is right here. StreamYard.com/. You see those letters and numbers. Put that in your Safari or your Chrome internet thing, and I'll have you come on. You can tell me your score prediction live. You can tell me what you think about what's going on with the team, Tua and his injury, Fitzpatrick, and just everything that's going on in the NFL. We're going to talk about the Denver Broncos today and the quarterback situation that they have, where they don't have a quarterback and they have a wide receiver from the practice squad starting today. That'll be pretty exciting. We're also going to, talk about some fantasy stuff from the Dolphins standpoint and what's going on with them. So before we get going, I got the first guest. There's a very small group of Dolphins fans that I have known from the beginning. And there's a few of us that are in a unique chat group there's literally like 4 or 5 of us. And one of these guys that's in the chat group with me is one of my best friends when it comes to Dolphins fans and just in life general. He's an amazing guy, love him to death. And I'll just go ahead and bring him on. My good friend, Eric. Eric, what's up, brother?
What's up? What's up? Another Dolphins game day. That's what's going on.
All right. Well, look, for those of you who don't know, Eric lives up north in New England Patriot territory, rocking those Miami Dolphins. So, first of all, tell everybody where you're from, about your fan club, and what it's like living up in Patriot territory.
So, I live in Massachusetts, about 45 minutes outside of Boston. Probably say about 35 minutes from Gillette Stadium. I am one of the leaders, I guess you would say, the vice president of Dolphins Fans of Southern New England, fan club up here that I run with Dave Fazina. Groups primarily made up of Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Dolphins fans.
And what is it like being a Dolphins fan and having a Dolphins bar in the heart of Patriot territory? Do you guys get a lot of crap?
No. I mean, we take our lumps, on rivalry week with the Patriots. But after really week 17 last year and the way our team's trending up and their team's trending down this year, there really hasn't been much said because they've kind of gotten a big dose of reality up here in New England. Spoiled the fan base truly was when it comes to, all sports up here in New England has had a run, a very successful run. But what Patriots fans were able to endure the last 20 years or so was on another level. And now they're starting to come back to reality and realizing, oh man, we were spoiled because this is not fun for them. It's fun for us, but.
Well, look, one of the things that's cool about being part of a Dolphins fan club is the bar, the restaurant that you develop a relationship with. And for anybody who's been a part of a fan club, I know that, Northern Virginia's had a couple of different places, and you usually run through a couple of different places as a fan club till you just find the right bar. And it usually takes a few years, but you have an amazing name just because it's the same name as me, Stevie D. And tell me about the bar, Stevie D, and what that relationship is like for your fan club in the bar there.
So the bar where the Dolphins Southern New England headquarters is located at this year is actually fairly new to us. The bar has been around for a few years now, but Dave was part owner in a very, very successful, very good wing restaurant called Boneheads. So 2 years ago and before that, that's where our headquarters were located just because Dave was there. He was, working, helping out at the bar. So it made sense to have our meetups there. You know, we got sound, we got audio, sound, we get the big projection screen, and the Dolphins always had one side of the restaurant that was locked down, basically, you know, for Dolphins fans. Everyone was welcome, regardless of the teams, and it worked out well. And Dave has left, sold off his share of that bar. We both moved to southeastern Massachusetts. So we were like, didn't make sense for us to be driving all the way to the other side of Rhode Island, even though it was about 40 minutes away. So
from one side of Rhode Island to the other, right?
Yeah, it takes 45 minutes to an hour to drive through the entire state of Rhode Island.
I wish I could say that about Maryland.
So last year, I had reached out to a high school childhood friend who owned a bar in East Providence, Rhode Island, called The Huddle. And we tried it there. Great location, great food, took care of us, great beer, shots at halftime. We ran a very successful raffle there last year. But due to the state of the Dolphins itself, obviously nobody wanted to go out, spend money at a bar, and watch the team get blown out 45-0 to the Patriots, 53-3 or whatever the score was versus Baltimore.
I was at that game, man. It was so rough. 52-10, I think, was the final score.
But FaceTiming Brad Wimes during the game, and he just wasn't saying anything. He was staring at it. But and then last year, Steve Medeiros had approached us. The bar is in Rhode Island. It's in Riverside, Rhode Island. And it just so happens Steve's a diehard Dolphins fan. He asked us last year, but we had committed to the Huddle. So we wanted to ride it out with the Huddle. It wasn't fair to them for us just to jump ship. And then Dave and I were trying to basically rebrand our group, try to start building it back up. Last year, we took a lot of time off for family and different things like that. So this year, we decided we're going to give turn over the venue to Stevie D's in Riverside. Same scenario. We reserved seating because of COVID. Dolphins are on majority of the big screens with all the other games off on the side screens. He's got great food, great appetizers, great pizza. Everything's cooked, made to order in house. He's got great beer selection. What
are you guys trying to do in the middle of COVID to keep the fans together that are inside the fan club? Because I know in talking with a lot of different fan clubs from across the country and even the world, talking to Dolphins, the group over in the UK, talking to some of the people in Mexico, it's really tough to kind of keep everything together in the middle of the pandemic. So what are some things that you guys are doing to kind of stay in contact with each other at the fan clubs?
They're unfortunately where we live up here, Rhode Island, Massachusetts has been very locked down for a majority of the pandemic. They're very strict when it comes to number of people, capacity levels, and starting, I believe tomorrow, it's today the 29th, I believe on the 30th, Rhode Island is shutting down for 2 weeks. Restaurants, I believe, can continue with takeout orders. If you are a bar only, you can't even be open. But because Stevie D's also serves food, they don't fall under that category. So it's been very, very. Dave's texting me right now because me and him are going against each other in fantasy today. The winner of me versus him clinches first place today. But it's been very, very tough. And with Dave and I's schedule, I work every other weekend. Between Dave and I are also season ticket holders, so trying to get down to the game. He's home this week.
You travel down to Miami to go to the games, right?
Correct. So Dave is actually going down next week for the Cincinnati game. So he's home with his family this week instead of going to the bar. Yeah. We brought on a girl this year, Christina, to basically be our event coordinator because she goes every week. She's a diehard Dolphins fan, very passionate. And unfortunately, there really hasn't been many things that we can do up here because everything's so handcuffed when it comes to capacity.
Totally get it. Totally get it.
Sitting together and stuff like that.
So to kind of wrap up, I mean, let's talk about the team. Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the stuff that really matters. What do you think? You know, were you surprised yesterday when you found out Fitzpatrick was going to start? I mean, I don't think we all really knew how bad Tua's thumb injury was or is. And now I've even read today he could be out a couple of weeks. So, you know, what do you think about the matchup today in MetLife and Fitzpatrick? And what do you think about the team so far this year?
I was shocked, especially after he was a full participant in Friday's practice. I knew he was limited, you know, and listening to all the interviews, it was still he was going to go today. He was going to go today. And then I don't know if Coach Flo was looking at it as in, hey, it's the Jets. There's no reason we need to put him out there if he's not 100% when we have a very serviceable backup in Fitzpatrick that could go and be a starter on a lot of teams this year. I think that it's a great problem that Miami is struggling with right now, having two very serviceable quarterbacks. Not a lot of teams have someone they can turn to in an emergency situation like this,
AKA the Denver Broncos,
and look at it and go, oh, you know what? Even with our backup, we're still going to win. You know, look at the Saints. You know, they got Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston. So how bad is Jameis Winston? He's a quarterback and still not getting a nod. Look at the Panthers. You know, Teddy goes down. Now they're starting a guy who played in the XFL last year. You know, Miami has set themselves up to where somebody goes down, you have a lot of intertwining pieces that somebody is good enough at this level to step up and fill that position as if, you know, we weren't missing a starter. And I think that's a very good problem to have.
Definitely. I totally agree with that, man. Well, look, man, you know, number one, if you want to be a guest like my man, here is all the way up in Mass and up in New England area. Go to the link that you see below there, StreamYard.com/. You see all those letters and numbers. Come on. Would love to hear your score prediction of the day and have you be a guest. But, you know, to wrap things up there, big guy, Eric, you know, what's the score prediction from you for today?
28-10.
28-10. All right. And how good do you think Fitzpatrick's going to be today?
I think Fitz going to be fine. I think he's going to throw the ball. He's going to throw some picks. It's going to happen. He takes those chances, throws it into tight coverage. I think you're going to see a big game out of Gesicki, and I think you're going to see a big game out of Callaway because they got to find another receiver outside of Parker and Grant, and I think you might see a big game out of Antonio Callaway this week.
All right. Well, look, man, I love you. I appreciate you coming on. For those of you who don't know, Eric is you know, just an amazing guy. If you ever get a chance, if you're out at a tailgate in the future, in the coming years, or you're up in the New England area, hey, is that Jackson? What's up, buddy? What's up? Yeah, dude, I'm glad you came on. Thank you for coming on today. And where can everybody find information about the fan club?
You can search on Facebook, Dolphins Fans of Southern New England. You can search on Twitter also, Dolphins Fans Southern New England, or you can find myself, eCarrier71, I believe, on Twitter, or you can just search my name on Facebook, and there's a sexy, studly picture of myself swinging a softball.
Yes, that would be a sexy, studly picture. You are correct about that, my friend. All right, brother, I appreciate it. You be good. All right, guys. Look, this is the Miami Sports Music pregame show live on YouTube and on Facebook. I am your host, Stephen D. I'm loving every second of this. I want to thank Eric for coming on. Eric is just a really good friend, and I appreciate you coming on. I want to give a big shout out to some people who have been talking online on the social media. Shout out to Code 305. If you don't follow Code 305, follow him on YouTube. Big fan of the show. His prediction is 24-0. Big shout out to Josh. Josh has always been a big supporter of Miami sports music and Solo D and Dolphin Addicts. Brother, man, my brother from another mother. I agree, man. And, just want to see some of the predictions that you guys have. If you guys want to be a guest on the show, I would love for you guys to be a guest on the show. If you want to be a guest, you see StreamYard.com/27ZI2K3Z9C. Just copy that little stream, put it in your Chrome or your Safari. Come on, I need some more guests. I would love to see you on the show. Give me your score predictions and how that thing's going to go today. Let's take a look at some of your score predictions that I've seen so far today. And make sure you put them in the YouTube comments, not the Facebook one, so that you're eligible to receive a free DWA hoodie with the person that gets the correct score prediction from today. So if you want to get a chance to win a DWA hoodie, say that 5 times fast, put it in the YouTube comments page, and we'll go from there. But let's take a look at some of these score predictions today. We got 35-0. Hey, man, that's a bold prediction, brother. We'll definitely see how that one goes. Let's see what else we got. We got Cody. Cody's 28-13. I think that's a pretty good score prediction. A lot of people think we're going to put up some points on the Jets today. Again, Code 305's got 24-0. Aaron, what's up, Aaron? 24-13. Hey, look, we'll see how that goes. Jose is a past winner of the score prediction challenge. I want to say he's actually won twice this year. And so I'm just waiting to tally up his stuff because he's been pretty good. I'm going to send him all the stuff that he's won at the end of the year. Jose's 27-13. What else? We got Sean, 27-13. Big Taz. Big Taz is 27-10. Patrick is 28-17. Sean, what's up, Sean? Sean is 30-17. Dathan is 34-7. That's actually kind of how I think the score is going to go today. I don't know if we put up the goose egg, for them, but I definitely think we're putting up 30+ points on them today, and I'll give you my official prediction, at the end of the show. Robbie, 28-10. Josh, again, from Dolphin Addicts, 34-13. Sean's 27-17. Shy is 27-17. 24-10 on Rick. Yeah, so look, if you want to be a guest, here's the link. You see the link right there. Copy that link. Come on, it's at the top of your YouTube and Facebook comments. You'll see the link. We want to see you come on. I got a couple of big guests that are coming on here in a little while today. We will definitely see. We're going to have the good old Sinbad from Sinbad Sports come on, hopefully. He talked he's going to try to come on in the middle of the hour here. I'm going to have my good friend Cameron from East 32 come on, so I'm pretty excited to see Cameron come on. Hopefully we can get him on. And then obviously the honorable Solo D is going to be coming on here at the end of the show in the last 20 minutes. And if you want to come on then, you can ask Solo whatever you want to ask him. He's going to be there to take questions, answer any questions for you. It's going to be fun and good times. Real quick before we bring on our next guest, and I'm waiting for him to get onto the stream here. I want you to like and share the Facebook page that you're seeing here. Share this to other people. We want to see this thing get up to 100 people on the stream live at one time. So if you are a Dolphins fan and you have not shared this stream live right now somewhere on social media, do that right now. I'm telling you to go do it. Do it. You won't regret it. And if you could also, if you're interested in winning a DWA hoodie today, what you're going to do is you're going to win. The person who has the prediction with the correct score will win a DWA hoodie courtesy of Solo D and Miami Sports Music. You have to put your prediction on the YouTube comment page, and you will win a kick. You know what? DWA hoodie. Solo's definitely stepping up the game. For those of you who don't know, Solo has got these really cool shorts online. The DWA shorts, the basketball shorts. You want to go to MSM Clothing. I'm going to put that right here in the chat. And you guys can see all the different things that he has to offer. So if you guys want to see what Solo's got and the new merchandise stuff, go to msmclothing.com and you guys can see all the DWA gear that they have and everything like that. So look, I want to see you guys come on. Let's see here. Actually, Sean wrote, I changed mine from 31 to 17. Figure New York probably kicks a field goal or two. Well, look, hey, it's MetLife. It is the virtual MetLife takeover. So hopefully, we all get on and cheer the team on to a victory. And we'll definitely see how that goes today. One of the things why I'm waiting for Cameron, wait, I think this might be Cameron right here. Let me go ahead and see if I can bring my buddy Cameron on. Let me add him into the stream here, make sure he's good. What's up, brother?
Hey, good morning, man. How are you?
What's going on, man? How are you?
I had to fix the streaming issue here. All right, I'm
Look,
good, man.
That's all good.
Getting ready
It's
for.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you. How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was great, man. I spent it with the family. I watched football all day. Well, I guess if you call it football, those two games towards the end were definitely not the most competitive. But, I watched football, watched the parade, ate lots of food a couple of times during the day. And then, as usual for me, I watched It's a Wonderful Life.
I've got a really bad issue with our connection.
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, your audio isn't coming up. I'm going to reboot it.
That's all right. All right. Look, see, that's what happens on live streaming. You have those issues where you can't always hear people. So that's all right. We'll get Cameron back on here and hopefully we can get him back on and we'll get everything going. You there, brother? You there? Cameron.
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
Why don't you tell us about the game and we'll get you on. All right. So while we're trying to get Cameron on, we actually have a really an amazing guest here lined up. I'm going to go ahead and get the one and only Sinbad on. Sinbad, what's up, brother?
Hey, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. For those of you who don't know, this is Sinbad from Sinbad Sports down in South Florida here. We got people from all over the country, all over the world watching the stream, man. Tell us, man, how's everything going, man? How are you doing with everything in the pandemic in the stores, man?
Well, first, thanks for having me. I like your show. I love your show. I watch it as much as I can, especially during the pandemic. There's nothing really to do. Everything's been okay. It's been crazy here. We're down in South Florida where it's the hotbed of COVID-19, and we're doing the best we can to survive. We're trying to do events like we always do. We throw some of the biggest events with all the athletes, and we haven't been able to do an event, since Super Bowl. And the athletes want to do events, and we want to do the events. The fans want the events, but we just can't hold them. So it's tough. So
what are you doing right now? I've seen stuff on Facebook. You guys have been promoting, I guess virtual stuff or stuff to get stuff signed. What's going on with that?
Well, we have SinbadSports.com. We post. We have a lot of our items that we had from the past signings, and we've been selling a lot of stuff. Obviously not everyone wants everything shipped, so we ship everything. We moved to Hialeah. We left the Davie Tower Shop store, and we're not in the Hard Rock anymore. We can't go in there yet. We're waiting for something to open up, but yeah, we're shipping online, and we have a huge store. So if you want to come see us before and after the games, everything's on sale. I'm trying to get rid of everything I have in the store.
I just posted your link on the comments section, so everybody has your link in the comments section now.
And I want to give you a Preston Williams 16 by 20 to give away to your fans today. So go ahead and do some kind of raffle or some kind of call in. I'll give you a 16 by 20. Just send me the address, and we'll ship it out to a lucky fan.
All right, awesome.
So I know Preston Williams is not playing right now. Yeah, but we had Preston in the store for a signing, and he's been doing really well. Unfortunately, he got hurt a couple of weeks ago. So is he playing today? I don't think he's playing today.
Not that I'm aware of, but it's funny because I was there for that signing with Solo, and Preston was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna score 2 touchdowns," and he scored 2 touchdowns. Then on the second touchdown, I think he hurt his leg, and he was out for the year. I think after that.
Yeah, it sucked. Yeah, well, it's a curse. But
it seems every time he scores a touchdown, he gets hurt.
Yeah, tough. And we got some backup players and backup receivers, so hopefully they're gonna fill the gap. So. Let's see what happens.
I'm going to add that Solo. We do a score prediction, and on the YouTube section and on the YouTube section of the page, today's winner is going to receive a DWA hoodie, courtesy of Solo D. I'm going to add the Preston Williams signed 16 by 20 with that. So whoever wins in the score prediction today on the YouTube side is going to win a signed and autographed 16 by 20 of Preston Williams. And they'll win a DWA hoodie courtesy of Solo D and Miami Sports Music. So that'll be awesome. Hey, that's not a bad day, right?
That's a good day for somebody.
So tell me, man, what do you think about the team this year? What do you think about, just the atmosphere of not having fans, depending on where you go, or not a lot of fans? What do you think about this year and the team?
Well, it's kind of awkward when, like, I used to play in college at UCF. So if I'm playing a full all-out, go-all-out kind of game, and the stands are empty, it's kind of like sometimes depressing. But I guess they're getting used to it. But it's just like an all-out practice, maybe, But you got to put in your head that this is a game, and regardless of who's in the stands. So it could play to their advantage where the fans are not affecting their play, which sometimes it happens when you're on the field, but it does get to you mentally where you got to be ready to play a full football game, regardless of who's watching,
Definitely.
So I like what the Coach Flores has done this year with the players in the locker room. I think they have a whole different mindset of playing football better than last year, and they have more respect for him. So
now you've been a fan for a long time. So you've seen different coaches, different quarterbacks. What do you think of? What do you think of Tua?
Tua, he is going to be our next quarterback. He's still learning. I know he's hurt today, so everyone's like, "Oh, why is Fitzpatrick in?" Fitzpatrick is a great backup quarterback. He's not going to be the future of our team, even though he's teaching our young quarterback how to play football in many different ways, on the field, off the field, and in the locker room, wherever it would be. Fitz is a big impact on the whole team. But I think Tua, he was ready to come into play. I think his teammates and the defense rallied behind him. The offensive line is doing a great job protecting him. He still needs time to be on the field, and he knows that. But he is showing his skills while we recruited him on the field. And I think he's going to be a good leader for us. I didn't want to lose to the Broncos, but
that makes 2 of us.
It was a disappointing loss, but maybe we'll upset another team that we're supposed to lose to or something. But I see the Dolphins going to the playoffs hopefully this year in some kind of capacity, especially if they continue to win the easy games and not lose the easy games, obviously, and win the games they're supposed to win, especially if they upset 1 or 2 teams in the stretch coming up.
Definitely, man. Just to kind of wrap up before I get your official score prediction, I've been telling people for a couple of years now, when we find that franchise quarterback, it's about a 2 to 3 year process. And I think we're ahead of the game I think we're a lot. I don't think we expected to be in this position in a playoff hunt this year. At least that wasn't probably part of the plan. I think it was a 2 to 3 year process. And now to see, hey, look, we had a 5-game win streak. You know, we got a new rookie quarterback. I think that we finished 11-5 or 10-6. I really do. Yeah. And I see us getting into that 7th or 6th spot into the playoffs. And you know, I would love to see us win a playoff game, but getting into the playoffs, I think, counts as a successful season. And then I think we're contenders over the next 3 to 5 years if we keep going in the route that we're going.
Especially now the Patriots are not the super powerhouse that they used to be. Surprisingly, the Bills have become the powerhouse in our league. But hopefully we can overcome their record and make it into the playoffs. Like you said, we are going to be in the playoffs, I believe, if we can continue playing the way we do and Coach Flores continues doing what he does. You know, talking to the guys here and there, which I see most of them live here in Davie, where I live, and when I see them, when I talk to them, it's a different team. It's a different approach to playing for a new coach, a real coach that cares about the players, listening to them, doing everything they can. And especially with this COVID regimen that they have, you know, you can't be with this person, or you can't go out, and you can't do this, and you have to be tested every day, and all this stuff. It's a burden on these guys, and people don't understand how tough that is. Where you're in a bubble and you can't get out of that bubble, and you can't get people in that bubble, you know. So it's difficult.
Definitely. Well, real quick before I get it, Mark Norcal from over on the West Coast says hello. Sinbad, what's up, brother?
What's up, my brother? How you doing, guys? On the West Coast, East Coast, everywhere. People in Hawaii, my Mexican fans, everyone that's listening to the show. What's up?
And Cameron from East 32, he's about to hop on here in a second. Right. He says hello too. But before I do, man, what's your score prediction for the day?
Today it's going to be 23-10. The Dolphins will win today. Definitely.
23-10. All right. Well, I'll let Cameron say hello to you real quick before I drop you off. Cameron, say hello to Sinbad.
What's up, Cameron?
Dad? How you doing, man?
I'm doing awesome, man. How you doing?
Good. Miss your shop over here in Davie, but I hope you're thriving down south.
Yeah, come down to Hialeah. Everyone should come down to my store in Hialeah. It's bigger than the other store. It has a lot of stuff in it. I'm dumping stuff. I got a lot of old logo Dolphin stuff that I need to move out. I'm buying new stuff every week, so hopefully you guys have a chance to come down. And I missed the tailgating. I miss everything. It's just been a tough year for everyone. So hopefully everybody follows our Dolphins and take us to the playoffs. You know, we're behind our Dolphins this year.
100%. And that's SinbadSports.com. I put that in the comments section. Sinbad, brother, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. And whoever wins the score prediction today, I appreciate the Preston Williams autographed photo.
And if I win it, you can go ahead and give it to somebody else.
Okay. I got you, brother. You have a good one.
All right, guys. Take care.
Yep. Hey, man, look, that was everybody loves Sinbad. And if you've never met Sinbad before, look, if you ever, you know, when the world comes back to normal, autograph signing at Sinbad during a game weekend, I mean, there's not too much that's like it. So, Cameron, man, are we good? Are we back on? Are we all set?
We're good. We're all set, man. I switched over to my laptop, man. The heck with that phone business.
So, look, you know, I talked with Eric up north a little bit ago earlier in the show, and you know, want to talk to you about kind of the same things. What are you trying to do to keep East 32 alive? And, you know, what are you doing to stay in contact with the people of East 32?
You know, it's a great question. It's been a difficult year for all of us, you know, and as far as, you know, East 32 goes, we just remain connected through social media. You're through the show here, you know, and the other portals, going down to the pregame, sometimes the Hooters before the home games. I've got a couple events lined up here for the next couple home games, New England game especially. So, you know, it's not what we're used to and what we enjoy doing all the time, but it is what it is, and we just try to stay connected in any way we can.
When the world comes back to normal, whenever that may be, how how do people, come to East 32 and be a part of the party? Because your tailgate is kind of world renowned when it comes to Dolphin fans. And so I'm always getting text messages, or at least I was, especially over the last few years. Hey, when I go to Miami for the first time, what tailgate should I go to? And I always tell them yours. And I always tell them that you don't really even need an invitation. Just come on by.
Yeah, I mean, we're welcome. We're family friendly. We have a good time, and that's what it's all about. You've been to the tailgates many times. Normally, we have many attendees from the opposing teams, and we always welcome them. To answer your question, we stay connected through Instagram at East 32 Dolphins Tailgate. We have our Facebook page, East 32 Dolphins Tailgate, and East at East 32 Fins Tailgate on Twitter. We're not hard to find, as you know, and I'm always available. Cameron954 is my normal Instagram, so I'm always accessible there as well. But it's interesting. I came into an agreement with a buddy of mine who developed an app called Tail Greeters. And before the pandemic hit, and it's really an outstanding concept. So it's an app that you download through iTunes or Samsung, what have you. And if you're traveling to a different NFL city, you can be accepted by the host tailgate for that particular city. So I came into agreement with the developer of this app to be the host tailgate for all Dolphins home games. And so if you're traveling from out of state, you just jump on the Tail Greeter app, and I can accept you, and you can see what we have available if you choose to come or not. And there'll be a small fee involved, maybe $35, $45, and you're good to go. And it's a pretty cool idea. The damn pandemic kind of took
it shot things down, but you need to send me information on that because I want to hear more about that. That's really cool, especially being Solo D is the king of tailgates when it comes to all the tailgates he's done all over the world.
Yeah. So Solo and myself were talking about it prior to the season, and setting up some events. And as I said, the pandemic kind of torpedoed all of this. So, hopefully we can get back to it next season and launch this in a proper way.
All right, man. Before I let you go, I got to talk to you about last week and then also this week coming up. So last week was not the outcome that we wanted, and Solo had the versus battle with the Mad Fanatic, and we were excited, we were pumped, and it just did not turn out the way we thought it was going to. It snapped that 5-game win streak, and then obviously Tua got benched. I put that in quotations because I still don't know now that his thumb's messed up, and and now the rumor is he could be out for a couple of weeks. So tell me about what you saw from last week. What do you see this week, and what do you see going into the future, into that playoff push?
It's an outstanding question. I think as Dolphin fans, we've been losing so long. We've gone through Gase and the prior regimens, and really the team hasn't lived up to our expectations. And then, we get our man Flores, as Sinbad said, doing things the right way, building a culture. And, we got this 5-game win streak and go into Denver with high hopes. And, I think it's a little bit of fault of our own fandom and wanting to, be the greatest team this year. But we got to temper those expectations. We got a first-year quarterback making his third start. We got, a young offensive line, a defense with only one player over 30 years old. So, any given Sunday, as this quote goes, and Denver's a good team. They've got 2 running backs that obviously showed they can run over anybody, and that's what happened. As far as Tua goes, he was ineffective, and I applaud Flores for replacing him and trying to win that game. And it's my opinion that if a cornerback is having a bad game, if a defensive lineman is having a bad game, they get pulled. So why isn't the quarterback any different? He's a member of your team, and he's no better or no worse than anybody else, no more important than anybody else on that team. And I think Flores did the right thing.
I totally agree. I was having the conversation with Solo and a few other people, and I was saying, what comes to mind is remember the Titans when what's his face's character brings in Donald Faison's character at the game. He was just getting beat. Ryan Gosling's character was just getting beat.
Yeah.
And I just think honestly that's all it was. And, the number one question I got is, what does that do to somebody's psyche, a rookie's, mind? And I'm like, I don't think Tua is your typical rookie. I truly think he is very confident in what he has. And I think if he thinks it's what's best for the team, he's not going to let it deter him from his overall goal of being a really good starter in this league.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. He's been groomed that way in a team culture since high school through the Saban years, and now with Flores, it's that same mentality, and I couldn't agree with you more there.
So tell me, man, what do you think about the game today? What's your score prediction? As Eric Shields says, I just hope Fitz doesn't throw any picks. Hey, man, look, brother, you're going to get a couple of interceptions with him. Just go ahead and put it in there.
Hey, listen, Greg Williams and his defense, they're going to come after him because they're headhunters. And I honestly feel it's kind of a trap game. I read an interesting stat this past week that the Dolphins have not won a road game against a team with a losing record in the past 10 games.
Wow.
And that shit's got to stop today. You know, we can't lose to the Jets. So I'm saying Fitz is the over-under is 2 picks, but he wins 19-10.
19-10. All right. Well, you heard it here. Cameron Scott from East 32. The Dolphins tailgate heard round the world. Cameron, brother, I love you, man. You're such a good friend, and you've always been big supportive of Solo and Miami sports music. And, for those of you who don't know, if you have a business or you have any sort of clothing, go ahead and shout out your personal business real quick, man. This is a platform you can use for that. Yeah,
so if anybody wants, and Mr. Carrier earlier in the show, I know he's listening. I've got some stuff to be sending to you at dirtysportswear.com. Take care of any of your sportswear needs, custom softball, baseball, football uniforms, caps, such as the one I'm wearing today, and all of those lined up behind me. We do it all. So go to dirtysportswear.com and check out our website, and we'll customize any design you'd like.
Hey, Cameron, before I let you go, I got a quick surprise for you.
Solo, my man.
Yo. Shout out Dirty Sports, most definitely, man. We're putting some things together over there.
The hookup.
Yes, sir. That's the plug. I normally don't like introducing the plug, but it's all good.
Hey, if anybody go to Solo's website, man, all that fresh new gear, courtesy of Dirty Sportswear, we did it right for him.
It's coming. We got that.
All right, Cameron, I appreciate it, brother. I love you, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Much love. Love you 32, man.
Fins up, brothers.
Fins up.
Sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Solo D is in the building.
Honorable, man. I'm out there wrestling with the kids. They running around naked. Man, I'm trying to clean everything. I'm like, I got to call into the show. Man, goddamn. Life is real.
All right. So Solo D, man.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about this week's video, man. What was the inspiration of it, and where'd you come up with the words and the inspiration for this week's song?
Man, that's a deep question. Let me see. I have no idea, actually. You know what I mean? I didn't come up with the song until Friday, man. I was trying to decide if I wanted to keep doing the storytelling thing or just go back to, making a track. And I think even that pressure, I don't like having pressure with these songs, man. So I was feeling the pressure, like, I want to keep the storytelling thing going, but I wasn't really feeling the story because that story was horrible in Denver. So it was like, let's just go back to the basics, man. So I just, I felt like we had to get back hype. So I went high energy, fans up, let them know we still rapping,
Well, look, it's funny you say that because, one of the things that we've talked about for so long is you started doing this when the team was bad, exactly. Right? And we don't remember too many good days for the team in doing this.
Exactly.
The Dolphins had a
2016 was like the only breather.
Yeah, and even then, we got killed in Pittsburgh in the playoff game, and
hey, we had fun though, goddamn.
We had a great time. We went together, you, Ali, the family. It was great, and negative 11 degrees at kickoff, but
man, you can see the smoke blowing out our mouth in the videos, man. It was crazy. Let me cut this light up.
Well, look, man, I say that though. We had a 5-game win streak. It was really fun doing the music and everything, and then to lose a game that we weren't expected to lose. How rough was that, for you and just your psyche of making the song? Because the Dolphins had a 5.
Man, you can see the smoke blowing out our mouth in the videos, man. It was crazy. Let me cut this light up.
Well, look, I say that though. We had a 5-game win streak. It was really fun doing the music and everything, and then to lose a game that we weren't expected to lose. How rough was that, for you and just your psyche of making the song? And I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but at the same time, I think you had to have thought differently more than you have over the last 10 years, because we're expected to win this game. And we haven't thought that way in a long time.
Right. Well, like you just said, man, most of the 10 seasons have been losing seasons. So, and even before that, before making music, it was losing seasons. Just been a fan. So, you know, man, I'm built for it. Like I said that in the verses, man. Like I got taught in middle school from the janitor, Tyrone. I normally always had my jersey on. And he was like, man, look, and we lost. I was mad. He like, man, that's when you got to wear your jersey the most. You know what I mean? Is when we down. So like I always had the mentality of, I mean, still nobody likes losing, but you know, even if we lose, you still got to show up. You know, like we're never gonna flip flop. We're never gonna, you know, back out or switch up. So I keep that same energy with my music. Music in particular is easy for me. I make these songs in 30 minutes. So that's, you know, outside of being a Dolphins fan, like I said, I'm the best rapper ever, and I just feel that way. You know what I mean? So
you should, man. You should. You should.
So yeah, it might be hard to find inspiration sometimes to see what to talk about, but as soon as I get that concept or catch the beat and say, okay, I'm gonna flip this, it's easy. As soon as I get the hook, everything is easy after that. So, and like I said on that video with me and you, I said when we lose, and make it hard for me to write these songs, but in this case, we got the Jets up. And I never missed the opportunity to say the Jets up. Hey, so, you know, between all that, it felt good. But on the football side, man, I hate the hype, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love being the underdog. The fact that the world was catching on and everybody, oh, Miami Dolphins high, the Super Bowl, I hated that, man, because first of all, I wasn't sleeping on Denver, bro. I don't care what somebody's record is, bro. They got a broad defense, man. They always have running backs. I don't sleep on any team. I'm not even sleeping on the Jets today. It's fun to talk crazy and all that, but when you have a target, Miami was hot. When you're the most talked about team, you automatically have a target on you. So everybody's coming at you. Then Tua says something like, oh, this not as hard as I thought or something. I'm like, man, they about to make an example out of them. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't like hype, man. I prefer to be the underdog all the way to the Super Bowl, man. That's how the Miami Heat just did. I prefer to be slept on. I don't like when everybody starts talking good about us. I hate when they do that in preseason because of somebody, a big free agent we picked up, and the Dolphins are favorite for the Super Bowl. I hate that, bro. I'd rather go in under the radar, man, and ball, man. But I think we're gonna get back to the basics. Defense still impressed me last week. What a lot of people forget, it looks like they got ran over, which they did, but you have to factor in the fact that they didn't have time to rest, man. Like, how many 3-and-outs did the offense put up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you pay attention, when the offense finally got a decent drive, the defense got a little bit of time to rest. They went out and made Denver get a 3-and-out. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So I'm still confident in the defense, man. We just got to hold the ball long on offense, man, and put more points up. Defense still did good to me. They kept us in the game all the way to the last drive. So where if we had another timeout, we could have had a chance. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, I'm not sleep on the D. I still feel good. I still think we're going to whoop the Jets' ass. But I don't like the hype, man. So I hope this calms everybody back down. Like, we're going to enjoy it. But all that, looking at the next 3 games and we're going to beat all of them, y'all got to cancel that, man. It's one game at a time. And, you know, and we're going to do it like that. We're still going to whoop the Jets' ass. Come on, it's the Jets.
All right, well, look, we got about 10 minutes left. Let me kind of do a reset real quick. So today, the person that predicts the correct score of the Jets-Dolphins game is going to win a DWA hoodie, courtesy of the Honorable Solo D in Miami Sports Music. Exactly. And we just had Sinbad on from Sinbad Sports.
Sinbad.
And Sinbad said he's also going to give a 16x20 autograph Preston Williams photo to anybody who wins today, too. So
that's super solid, man. Everybody,
you have to go to the YouTube page. So comment your prediction on the YouTube page.
And let me say this, because I did just tell you this like 5 minutes before you went live. And I just made it up at like 11 o'clock or something like that. So I'm going to start doing something like this every week. It'll be a little more organized. But what I was saying is to comment on that video. So week 12 video in particular, I was saying, because I wanted to delete that because we're on all these different Facebook pages and all that, and everybody still commenting, even I put it in bold.
Well, we got them doing it on this, so it's on the live chat right now. So we'll do it here this week.
I'm going to count those.
Just to make sure.
I'm going to count those because I love this. But in the future, next week, we're going to put it on the song. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to, I know I saw a lot of people commenting in here. We will honor that because it is still on YouTube as well. So we'll go for that. But from here out, we're going to put it on the YouTube video. And they asked me why. And it's because of the algorithms. Y'all know I didn't care about this kind of stuff, man, but I'm learning more about you know, how this stuff works. Algorithms.
This is all the technical stuff that people.
Like, I didn't even care about that. Y'all know I just make the music and put it out, man. But I'm seeing I got all these subscribers on YouTube, but because it's not energy or algorithm, everybody's not seeing it when it comes out, and people expect me to tag them and all that. I'm going crazy. I got kids out there going crazy right now. I'm running 3 businesses. I cannot tag everybody.
Real quick, man. I
Big
told
Zoe,
people,
what they do? Hold on. I see Zoe.
and that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to put up these little posts, and I want you to comment on these posts. So go ahead, and I'm gonna do these things. So Alonzo's first there.
Yes, sir. That's Zoe. Hey, that's my big brother right there, man. He's hurting right now. I don't know what's going on with the Dallas Cowboys. He got a big Dallas star tattooed on his arm, and you need to go get that covered up, man, and join the squad. You feel me? Noah Kyle. That's Mark. That's Northern California's finest. You know what I mean? One of the most solid dudes out there. Josh, it's another West Coast DWA member, man. Big, solid fan, man. Big guy. Good heart. Great guy. Got a great podcast y'all need to check out. I think it's every Wednesday. I think I did the intro for him. Man, much love to everybody. I know we family, man. We've been doing this for years. We got Shy representing out in Colorado. DWA rep. She got DWA tattooed on her arm. You know what I mean? Man, we all family. We all representing, man. We all go hard for the team, man. Y'all know how I get down.
Josh says you should do a shout out video, I think is what he meant to say, of all the fan clubs in the Dolphins groups. It would be a lot of work, but it would be amazing.
Nah, you know what's crazy, man? I did that on the first year I did this, man. Like, that first year, like, that's when I had all the players doing shout-outs. I did a mixtape with all the songs. There was a lot of stuff I fell off on, but I did that. I think I do need to do that again, man, because, like I said, DWA, man, just the way we connect through social media, but now, you know people for years now. I mean, you watch people have families, you watch people pass away, all this kind of stuff, man, you really get affected. Man, we're a family, man, so I look at it like I say, man, aqua orange, everything. Yeah, that's how we show ID. You know what I mean? Like, if you got those colors on, that's like, you know, you family right there, man. It's like alumni.
Aaron said, I just screamed out Solo D and Baby J was sleeping.
I love Aaron. What's up, Aaron? Baby J so cute, man. They already representing the DWA. Much love to Aaron. They staying home. They stayed out the way this year, but we'll be back out there next year. You know, as soon as all this little corona and COVID stuff is over, we back out here.
Shai said the fan song was dope.
Thank you.
And then Alonzo said, that's not the shout out I wanted, but my boys are hurting.
Them boys doing bad. So, hey, man, but look, y'all can win 2 more games and get a playoff spot. Hey, listen, I feel like this. They need to donate the NFC East playoff spot to another division. Hey, that's ridiculous, kid. They gonna let somebody get in the playoffs with like 6 wins. Hey, shout out Finsanity. Shout out Finsanity. Shout out TD. They got their podcast going. Finsanity know what she's talking about. She understands football. She break it down. She represent. We met in New York. Much love.
Finsanity, like, you need to come on to the pregame show.
Yeah,
next
you
week.
Definitely need to get on here for sure. Y'all lock in.
Yeah. We hit me up on Facebook, Finsanity, and we'll definitely talk. Eric Shields, DWA all day.
Yes, sir. Eric, what's going on, man? You know we repping.
Aaron says people want to know where can they get the music from. Where can they? We actually, Solo and I talked about this last week off the air about, maybe putting a greatest hits album or something together.
Yeah, no, I'm in the process. Let me show y'all how real it is, because I think I'm tripping. How do I flip this? Never mind. I'm just turning around. Look. That's the album list right there. I'm putting it together. I'm putting together a Kane's album and a DWA album and a regular album. And, I don't have a date.
Mark said, Josh, that would be a 19-minute song if he shouted out.
Hey, man, look. We can do it. We go back old school. Let it run.
I said, drop a CD album. My car would bum it.
Yes, indeed. No, it's coming. It's coming. I'm
putting
it together.
So real quick,
man, as y'all see, I love like I say every week, I love what you're doing right here, Steve. We organizing this thing more but I like that, it's a testament to the fact that this is 100% grassroots, and like I didn't start this trying to be famous or rich or anything like that. Like it's really like I'm a fan that knows how to rap, and I just made music. So now we turning it more into, business and all that. So yeah, we'll be more on point with the organization of it and everything.
Definitely.
But,
Miami
y'all just
sports
make sure
music
y'all
is
stay locked
growing
in.
every
Stay
day, every week,
subscribe
every year.
and turn on the post notifications. You can't just subscribe. These people run the game. I figured out why they're doing it too, because they want you to spend money on ads and all that kind of stuff. That's cool. But what you have to do is turn on the post notifications so you can be notified when the videos drop. And then
Say it again
sure.
for the people in the back of the bus. Tell them what you just said.
They back there. Okay, listen. What you have to do is subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications so you can be notified whenever the video drops. Because subscribing is not just, back in the days it was just you subscribe and they send you a message. Now they don't do that. You have to turn on. They've been technical. We want to slap whoever it is, but whatever. We're gonna run it. We're gonna play their game, and we're gonna keep it moving, man.
All right, man. Look, we got about two or 3 minutes left before the game starts. I need your score prediction, but I also want to know what you think's going to happen in the game today.
I want another shutout, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It just not impressed me at all. I think defense. We got Fitzpatrick in there. I think he wants to make up for that interception last week. I know he hated that. It's 50-50 with Fitz, man. I love him, but it is 50-50, man. So we just gotta hope Fitzmagic comes out today. I have no idea who's playing at running back. I actually
Ahmad is Ahmad. I can't say his name, but he's not playing. Right? He's not playing.
And Gaskins is out too, right?
I think Gaskins is playing.
I was trying to put somebody on fantasy on FanDuel, and I didn't even see it. I didn't even see Lear or nobody, so I just left us out of that. But I think we're gonna shut him out, man. I'm not gonna lie. I want to be humble and say something, but I think we're gonna shut him out. And I think we're gonna score at least 3 touchdowns. It's gonna be 3 touchdowns in the field goal. What we do? 24-0 last time?
I think so. I think that's exactly what we did. I hate to say
it, bro, but I feel all right. Give me 20. Give me 24-3, bro. I give him a field goal.
Josh says Matt Breida starting today, I think.
Breida? All right.
Yeah.
All right, Breida, I need to see what I saw in San Francisco, man. What's wrong with you, man?
All right, well, look, my score prediction today is I think that the Dolphins are at least going to put up a 30 burger on them. So I think it's going to be 34-6 Miami. I don't see the Jets scoring a touchdown. I could see them kicking a couple of field goals.
You gave them 2 field goals?
Yeah, but I do think 34-6 is my score prediction today. Again, before we let you go, it's 1:10. So let's say at 1:30, we're gonna stop taking. We can see on the thing. So at 1:30, we'll stop taking the score predictions. But if you want to put your score prediction, put it in on this feed of the YouTube page, and the winner today is going to win 2 things. They're going to win a DWA hoodie, courtesy of the Honorable Solo D and Miami Sports Music. And then Sinbad Sports has donated a 16x20 Preston Williams autographed photo that he's going to send to you too.
Now, like I said, we're doing this on the fly. I just thought about something like it's not that crazy. A bunch of people could guess the same score. So what we'll do is we'll cap off the hoodies at like 3 hoodies because you know what I mean. Like we ain't got it like that. We'll cap off 3 hoodies in case 3 people guess the same score, but everybody else will at least get a DWA tile. All right.
See, look at Solo doing big things for big people, man. Look, Solo, man, tell them where they can.
I don't want to cheat nobody, but if 20 people guess the right score, I'm not sending out 20 hoodies.
Hey, Solo, do me a favor. Tell the masses where they can find you and what they need to do to help Miami Sports Music and Solo D out.
Man, help us out. We're just vibing, you know. I ain't tripping. Like I'm big on organic, man. Like you know what I mean. I appreciate everybody that shows love. Like, just tap into the systems. Like I said, do the post notifications if you actually want to be notified. Then just I say that just to make sure that you know you're able to do that. That YouTube will notify you. Subscribe, follow on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, Miami Sports Music, Solo D Music if you want to hear the other stuff. And it's going down like that, man.
My son just walked in the room. He said, Dad, the Dolphins game is on now, and you're still on with Uncle Solo.
Oh, yeah, we got to go. I got to go. Hey, right. Much love to everybody. I'm running to the living room now.
All right, I love you all. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you next week right here on the Miami Sports Music Facebook Live, YouTube Live pregame show. We love you all. Thank you.